Hi everyone, it's Alex Sparks here from Sparks Finance and I'm your local mortgage broker in Bathurst. Today's video is the RBA monthly review for August. Now it's very good news to hear that the RBA, when they met on Tuesday, decided to hold the cash rate at 4.1%. Now this is just the third pause that we've had since May 2022, so it's very much a very big relief for a lot of homeowners and mortgage holders to make sure that can just give everyone just that little bit more of a reprieve to see what happens. Now this is also the first time that they've had two consecutive pauses in a row. So we're starting to get the sense from the RBA and the economists in the market that we are very, very close to our peak. They are reserving the right, and letting people know there might be further tightening of the monetary policy, and maybe having one or two more rises. But as I said, they've got that little bit of a pause now, so they're just sort of waiting and seeing. So hopefully it'll give people a little bit more stability within their home loan. Obviously, off the back of that, they are seeing the inflation numbers decrease. When the data came out last week, we can see that both the inflation number and the retail productivity and spending started to decrease, which is a really good sign moving forward that these monetary policy and tightening of the interest rates and increasing interest rate is working, and it is on the downward trend. How much they need to add to that, we're not sure, but at least we know it's heading in the right direction. So a little bit around our market at the moment, as discussed in previous videos, our market, is still strong. We are seeing, a slight comeback in property prices in certain segments. But what I'm seeing in the market is a lot of people looking to upgrade. Now, given the equity that people have built in the last sort of 3 or 4 years with the property prices increasing, a lot of people are starting to have a look at their property and thinking, we might want something that little bit bigger or that little bit better. So we're seeing a lot of upgraders in the market. So there's people who are looking at selling and then buying as well. So, it's really important that, those people, if you are thinking about doing that, have a chat with us early, because we can have a look at that gap and understand, where your finance is at. A lot of people think, I might do bridging loan, but that is a very expensive option and sometimes a very risky option. So, if you are looking at, selling for, 600 and wanting to buy an 800, having a look at what your current loan is, where your borrowing capacity sits, we can help facilitate that loan, get a pre-approval in early to make sure that can be a smooth transition for you, and you can list your property with confidence and obviously put an offer in, later on with confidence, knowing that you've got that finance already approved. Obviously, a lot of talk within the market and the media is around the fixed rate cliff that are coming up. The fixed rate cliff is, for people, all the people coming and off a fixed rate expiry on their home loans. So we're likely to see, interest rates look to double or triple when they come off that fixed rate. A lot of banks aren't playing ball. Myself, my fixed rate's coming out at the end of August. I called my bank up the other day and seeing if they can give me a better rate. They decided to let me know that I'm going from 1.99%, and the best rate that they do is 8.43. Now, obviously that is nowhere near the market, but it just goes to show that a lot of the pricing team that the banks are using, that they're not really willing to negotiate that much. I managed to squeeze them down to 7.4, but even myself, I'll be looking at other options in the market, whether that be through trying to renegotiate again, possibly looking to refinance. So it's really important, guys, that if you are coming off that fixed rate expiry in the next couple of months, 150,000 loans are coming off the fixed rate expiry in the next couple of months, so in Australia. So it's really important that we have that conversation, try to get you the best rate we possibly can, and make sure that we can set yourself up for the long term. The next interesting bit of news is for people looking to go on the family home guarantee under the first home buyer guarantee, the regional home guarantee. So in the family home guarantee, that Westpac has actually been added to that panel as well. So the two main banks that we probably look to use is around CBA and NAB, and there's some other sort of smaller lenders that are available on the home guarantee. But now that Westpac comes on, it just gives people more options when they're looking at getting a loan under the home guarantee, and obviously provide a more competitive price. And as I said, options. And given the fact that we do have a local branch for them as well, gives people that better customer service as well if they need to do anything else month with their banking. So good news all round. But as I said, guys, it is looking good. Obviously, we're sort of getting towards the end of winter now, and people are starting to look for that spring period. But as I said, if you guys need any help, looking at your refinance, possibly looking at upgrading or any other option, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We're more than happy to sit down and work out any scenarios with you, and hope we can get you on the right path moving forward. Thanks very much for your time, everyone. Have a good day.